Sorry it took me so long to get started, everybody, but I had to go and take care of some real life stuff before I could do this. And also, I just want to say I am so sorry it's taken me so long to continue on with this series, but I've just been really busy with other things. I started a couple of new series and finished one over on my YouTube channel, and a lot of the stuff over there requires quite a lot of editing from me on the videos, so I didn't have as much time. That and my dad thinking video games are lame and all, so I have to deal with that as usual. Anyways, I found time to get back into this now, so yeah. That's nice. Anyways, just to catch you up on where we stand in this series. Hello, Omar Jafar 333, and thank you for the follow. Really do appreciate it. Anyways, just to sort of catch you up on where things stand with this series, because it's been a good long while since the last one, and I appreciate that not everyone will have watched the VODs on my YouTube channel anytime resembling recently, so I just figure I should give you a bit of a catch-up on where we are. Well, we've not actually gotten a whole lot done because it's so far in the last couple episodes because it's still 1936. Help out the American Union state because there's a chance of them helping. Yeah, I sort of remembered something to the effect of the Union state likes to send troops to help out Germany from back when I played the Darkest Hour version of this mod. I'm glad that carried over, but as I was saying, last time the main thing we had was Black Monday, obviously. And we may have interfered in the election of a Polish king and put a German on the throne. So yeah, that's a thing. Aside from that, not a whole lot happened. None of our puppets have started to break away or vie for independence or anything. Though to be fair, part of that may have something to do with the armies we have sitting on their borders. Turn off the day and night cycle. Let me actually check. Here. No, I'm pretty sure the day-night cycle is actually hard-coded in. I don't think that's a thing you can turn off. Oh. Toggle displaying the day-night cycle. Yeah, I can turn it off. There we go. Any particular reason why? You just find it annoying or something, I guess? I've never really noticed it overly much, honestly, but I don't mind having it off. Anyways, I guess we'll kick things off again, and I'm gonna reduce it down to 3 speed just for the time being, so things can kick off. And, of course, being that we are Germany, we have basically no manpower, so I can't recruit anyone to the army. And, lest I forget to mention this, we have a couple of fleets out doing naval exercises at the moment. Huh? test 5. I have... I'm not really sure what you're saying, sorry. Are you saying do 5 speed with the day and night cycle on? Not sure what difference that would make. I've done that in literally every other time I've played this game. Is there something especially different about it that I'm not aware of? Okay, random Middle Eastern declaration of war. Lovely. Jabal Shamar declared war on Najd. So... insert response about how I don't care about them here. Although, speaking of Najd, random piece of trivia. Well, speaking of Jabal Shamar, actually. I actually used to live over here for a couple of years in the United Arab Emirates when I was in high school. Because my dad got some job as a teacher over there, and I spent like 2-3 years over there. And most people find 5 speed with the day and night cycle to be really annoying. I've been playing with the day-night cycle on no matter what speed I play on literally since I started playing Hearts of Iron 4, and like I said, I never even notice it. I must be used to it by this point, who knows. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention this. We have a communist rebellion going on in Indochina, and last time around, I was sort of going off on a tangent about this, the fact that it made no sense that I couldn't send my freaking puppet volunteers to fight these guys. But apparently we get an event about it. Situation in Indochina deteriorates. It seems that, although official reports from our Far Eastern colonies claim significant successes in suppressing the insurgency, according to military intelligence, the situation in Indochina has actually deteriorated. Pacifying the Viet Cong rebels seems to have been more than the Admiralty could handle. Some major cities and strategic positions have fallen into rebel hands. Fear and turmoil are spreading. Maybe German East Asia needs some help. And we have 3 options here. They can handle this, essentially ignore it. Send reinforcements. We lose more political power. Lose 10,000 manpower. Send them 1,000 infantry equipment. Or a land war in Asia. Tally-ho! We essentially join in their war. However, honestly, I don't feel like joining our puppet in their war would actually make any significant difference. Because, for one thing, the places we actually ourselves have forces are so far away that we wouldn't be able to get anything out there in time for it to matter, I don't think. And the other factor is that that would push our war support into the negative, because we are currently at 0% war support. So, it might be better to just send reinforcements to avoid going into negative war support, honestly. What do you think? Honestly, I was leaning more towards just send reinforcements, just because I don't know how soon we'd be able to get anything over here, but is it worth it to intervene, you think? I mean, considering that would... Oh, I was looking at our stability, not our war support. Yeah, we're currently at 0% stability, so... I'm not sure we're in the best position to be intervening, but might be necessary anyways. But on the... Yeah, I was thinking that, honestly, just because our political situation isn't the best for it being in a good position to intervene. So, alright, my Indo-Chinese friends, have some guns. And please don't lose, if you would. And some of our military factories we've been building have started to come in. I'm thinking... Let's see. What do we put these into? We're producing 2.7 fighters a month. 2.7 fighters a month. Let's see. I think we need more tactical bombers. Oh yeah, don't you worry about that. It's basically a given. I think that I'm going to be intervening in the US Civil War and the Spanish Civil War. But a lot of the stuff, like a couple of random idiots out in the Middle East who have literally no political alignment to anyone, declaring war on each other, that doesn't feel like something I should be overly concerned about. And if I thought I'd be able to get forces out here in time for it to make a difference, and if we had better stability, I might consider actually intervening over here. But as it is, no. And guarantee the Ottomans, you were saying? We're currently in negative political power because of some of the events that took place in my last stream of this. So I will remember to do that, but we're going to have to wait until we have the political power to pull it off. And at the moment, we very much do not. That said, I think it's time we started getting some more divisions coming out, so that we're able to reinforce the border with the French. That is very much something we need to do. So, which division do I want to give them? Let's see here. Infantry with a tank. Yeah, I know that. I know the French won't attack for a while, but I do kind of feel like I need to have some more divisions on that border. What can I say? I'm somewhat paranoid about the French. We have maybe like 40, 50 divisions on that border. And you were saying about build up roads. I have a bunch of military factories I'm constructing right now. I could push that back in order to build some roads and get some better infrastructure. Yeah, why not? So, would you say it's better to be building my infrastructure in central Germany or along the border? I'm thinking possibly central Germany, just because that's not going to get attacked as immediately when we do end up at war. Rush Fighter 2s. Let's see here. What am I currently producing? Fighter 1s and research. Okay. Building military factories is futile and slow on my low mobilization. Fair enough. I just usually build them so I have some more to throw into producing things. But we'll put in some more in the middle here, I guess. And the military factories I'm gonna leave in the queue, but is there a focus where I get bonuses for fighters? Let's actually check on that. Fighters, military expansion. Yeah, there is. It's like 2 down, and I'll probably want to finish the one I'm doing right now, but there is one for that. So I guess that'll be the next one I go for. Any suggestions for my next research, by the way? Any suggestions on what I should research next? I mean, I could pick a warfare doctrine, but I kind of wanted to wait until I got the one along my focus tree that lets me do that faster. Not sure if I should or not, but yeah. Research fighter 2s. So I should start researching those now, even though it's gonna take like 2 years for that to finish. I guess I could do that. I don't generally research ahead of time stuff a lot, but alright. Worth making an exception, I guess. Now, let's get ourselves at least 1 or 2 units being produced. Not infinitely, mind you, but some of them. Infantry with artillery. And I'll wait to produce any panzers until we finish a bit more down our research tree for that. 1936 light panzers. Once I get that, I might start producing some panzer divisions. Reviewing the 1934 naval program. With the naval program of 1934 well underway, it is incumbent on us to choose how we wish to continue. After all, priorities in the shifting sands of modern naval warfare seldom stay the same for long. What should we do? Continue with carrier construction. During Civil War's grind as much as possible. Yeah, I gotcha. Let's see, infantry equipment and light tanks. How is my production for those? Well, infantry equipment is still reinforcing things. Light tanks. Same. Okay, build civilian factories up to 100. Okay. Let's see. Check logistics and... No, that's not where I look. What is it? Let me see. Destruction. Yeah, I have 82 civilian factories. Alright. I'll throw down some more of these and change where they are on my priority list later on, I guess. Let's see. There we go. Watch guides and YouTube videos. Yeah, I do that sometimes, but I've never really been much of a min-maxer. I'm more about playing this sort of thing just because it's fun, and I enjoy Kaiserreich a hell of a lot more than vanilla Hearts of Iron. And also, bye. Have a nice day. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, fair point. Should probably look into more of the details stuff. Alright. How are things going for you? Well, somewhat stalemate-ish overall with Indochina, and that is rather nice. Would you look at that? They managed to take themselves a little bit of territory back right there. Nice. Very nice. Let's hope that lasts for a while. And even goes better for them. Possibly my supplies helped out more than I thought. We shall see. And that seems to be their capital, currently under attack. Those guys were pushed back to Saigon, annoyingly enough. Yeah, okay. Bye. Thanks for turning up, by the way. Appreciate it. Looks like they've managed to successfully stalemate those guys. We'll be having a tank. Yep. That's the 1936 light tank currently in our roster. What next? Dun, 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 dun. Next, I think we need radios. That may be a dumb idea, but oh well. Switch that out for the better tank. Alf Landon elected President of the USA. When Herbert Hoover put his complete trust in former oil lobbyist and Senator Alf Landon in fixing the United States, Alf graciously accepted in an inaugural address fraught with both socialist and longest rebels. Landon promised America that she would retain her status as a world economic power and symbol of a liberal democracy at any cost. Landon's supporter base comes from the struggling middle-class Americans and the extensive Republican allies that have been in both socialists and that have been in power for decades in the United States. Although from the crowd, both socialists and longists call him a tool of big business, boding further division in the United States. Well, that's just lovely. Looks like we're going to have a civil war over in Murica in not too long. Now, it's going to be a while before any of those divisions start building up steam. We'll need to get the supplies for it. German East Asia and the Indo-Chinese Union have apparently made peace. Fuck, fuck, fuck. The Indo-Chinese Union took over all of mainland they took over all of mainland Indochina. How the fuck did that happen? When I looked last, they had the entire thing in a stalemate. Jesus. What happened to you guys? How did you get your ass kicked that badly? Honestly. Really. Elections in Italy. The elections in the Republic of Italy have ended with the election of Prime Minister Giovanni Granci, head of the Partito Popolare Italiano. The new Prime Minister has assured people, both foreign and domestic, and he will be able to resolve the Black Monday crisis. It seems that the former Prime Minister Ivanoe Bonomi's attempt to consolidate power in the face of Black Monday has failed. Interesting. Interesting indeed, C's. Now, we're going to add some more panzers. Add to the forces we're recruiting. There we go. The Indo-Chinese revolt succeeds. Fucking rebel scum. With the tenacity and fury of the Viet Minh troops driving German troops out of nearly all strategical points on the Indo-Chinese peninsula, the German Foreign Office finally agreed to meet the leaders of the rebellion and offered full independence to the entire land they claim. Thus today, the creation of the Indo-Chinese Union was confirmed by the Viet Minh, to the cheers of the Vietnamese people who had come to witness the historic event. The country's future is yet uncertain, but rumors of a Bhartiya alignment are starting to spread through diplomatic channels as the world tries to measure the impact of this event on Asia. A devastating blow for colonialism. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. And I still have no idea how that actually happened. As you saw when we last checked, they controlled maybe that much of the country, tops. I'm not sure how they managed to make enough progress to completely take over the entire bloody peninsula. It looked like our colony was holding its own when we last saw that. And then this happens. It just does not make sense. It really doesn't. Norway has joined the Third Internationale. Fuck. Following the overthrow of the monarchy, the new Norwegian syndicalist government has formally aligned itself with the Third Internationale. And that Middle Eastern war has ended with Jabal Shammar being annexed by Nejd, who are growing to be quite the local powerhouse. If I had to guess what they'll do next, probably invade Muscat. They can't exactly do Yemen, what with them being a puppet of the Ottoman Empire. Oh, and they've now become Saudi Arabia, and are busy contesting the Gulf. Whatever that means. I may have to try a playthrough in that region at some point. Seems like it could be a lot of fun, really. And Liberia has gone ahead and joined our alliance. Well, considering the alternatives were the French Republic and being invaded, I can't say I'm overly surprised by that decision, really. The balance of power has begun to shift, straining the delicate post-Weltkrieg order Germany long struggled to build. The brokering of this alliance may have consequences. Good ones for us, mind you, and we have also bailed out the Junker estates. Meaning we've lost stability. But we needed to do that to be able to get down to this stuff, to boost our production efficiency and get Poland into the territory, get Poland into our alliance. However, before we do that, I'm going to have to get down the Luftwaffe approach. Battlefield support for keep I'm going for this one as my option, by the way. Keep the Fliegertruppe. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's one of the drawbacks of playing as Germany. The fact that I have to pronounce German stuff, and I cannot pronounce a lot of this sort of thing. I really cannot. And here we go. Our aviators are currently organized as part of our army structure without an independent Air Force command. This boosts cooperation between aviators and ground troops, and therefore leads to the current doctrine concentrating solely on that. Air support with ground force primacy. This specialization is suitable and should remain our policy, which will give us 2 100% research bonuses for battlefield support doctrine. And then we can move down to having similar bonuses for fighters, more air bases, and close air support models. Plus, it only takes about a month as opposed to the 2 months and change that most of this stuff takes, so I would say this is overall worth it. We could also, if we wanted to, assume control of East Asia's navy. But I'm not going to do that, because as tempting as it is, it would also probably piss them off, and we do want what's left of our colonies in East Asia that haven't been taken over by the filthy communists. We do want them to remain on our good side and not try to secede or anything, because we don't have the forces in the region to prevent such a move. So we have to stay on their good side. Right. And we have received an envoy from the Polish. Frederick C. Wettin, the new king of Poland, has sent us a message asking for Poland to join the Reichspakt. Should we invite Poland into the Reichspakt? We should indeed. This was actually one of the major goals I started going on about last time. We wanted Poland as an ally, so we have their forces available to us to confront the French. And so that Poland doesn't try anything stupid, like attempting to seize Western Poland from us while our armies are away attempting to fight the French in a few years' time. We will invite them. They join our alliance, and we get a plus 200 opinion that they have of us. Hold on a second. Kingdom of Poland has joined the Reichspakt. The balance of power has begun to shift, straining the delicate post-Weltkrieg order, and Germany long struggled to build. The brokering of this alliance may have consequences.